Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw, using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback's scrambling.
Oh, what a move to get open. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Syracuse, 0.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big...
And he's running in the open. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cuse.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't...
He's loose. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Orange! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. What a lift that can give your team. Take a kickoff back 88 to the house. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Quick with the spin move. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he hauls it in at the 30. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone, but now you got 1st and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
Wide out in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
That last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1 after the incompletion. They'll try to slam it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Quarterback will audible. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Final play of the quarter coming. Direct snap. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Syracuse, 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reynolds. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburners coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Pollock fighting off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Wants to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch, called for and made. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking off. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Gets open down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-starting. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. The Nittany Lions get enough to move the chains. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Give to the running back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fast motion from the offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds his man. It's Coop. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Cuse. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 13 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
He'll throw one to his right. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The give to the tailback. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's right on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Try to get it on the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll let it go down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out,
hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Here's the handoff. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the move, it's Clemens. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run to the left. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Coming after him. At midfield, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Let's go. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. On the run, it's Clemens. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Might as well stick with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season was real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears.
He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Sweet feet on the move. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. He chucks one out to the right. And it's caught! Touchdown, Penn State!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Easy. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. On the move at the 30.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.